Hello and good day, everyone. My name is Mr. Sanchez, and this is going to be your attendance presentation for Carver HSES. So the agenda for today is to go over attendance, why attendance is important, our attendance policy, how we can excuse or what absences cannot be excused, and also our different attendance procedures that we have. So why is attendance important? There's different positive impacts that a child has when they're present in school, as far as providing a child with the opportunities to discover exploration and learn different ways that they can achieve and thrive. As far as their academics, it allows your teachers to best support your child's academic progress and the unique learning styles and abilities, and offer students real-time access to technology and other education resources. It can also lead to daily interactions with the teachers and peers and support staff who can help support students develop friendships and learn more about themselves, build empathy, better handle stress, and this is specifically important for children with diverse learning needs. Now, as far as negative impacts, the students are less likely to be proficient in all subjects when they are absent. Um, they tend to have a lower graduation rate, the less likely to graduate high school on time. There's been proven time and time again with different kind of studies that the more absences that the student has, the more academic time that they miss can lead to graduating not on time with their peers. And it makes it more challenging for students to catch up. Since they're absent, they have to make up tests, they have to make up quizzes. Sometimes they have to, make up work, or due to the nature of the absence, they can't log into Google Classroom and make up the work. So it puts them behind a lot of the times, depending on the absences themselves. Attendance policy. Now, please note that this attendance policy was brought forward by the Board of Education, and is also implemented through the School District of Philadelphia. So it's a policy 204 on student attendance. So please note that we can only accept absences within 3 school days of a student being absent, meaning if your student is absent on Monday, we can accept notes all the way till Wednesday. If your student is absent on Friday, we'll be able to accept them on Wednesday because of the weekend. So, compulsory school age laws dictate that all children no later than 6 years of age up until the age of 18 years old have to be in school. The term does not include the child in preschool or holds a certificate of graduation from a regularly accredited, licensed, or registered approved high school. Now, through the Board of Education, this is the language that they have implemented and we have to utilize. So once your child has 3 unexcused absences, this only applies to unexcused absences. Your child is considered truant. So it says here, having accrued 3 or more school days of unexcused absences during the current school year by a student is subject to compulsory school attendance. Now your student will be considered habitually a truant if they have 6 or more unexcused absences during the school year based on the compulsory school attendance laws. So once a student reaches 6 unexcused absences, this triggers myself to reach out to the parent or guardian for a school attendance improvement conference with the attendance designee, in this case myself, their counselor. We also invite some of their teachers just to get additional feedback on how the student is doing. The counselor is there to also to provide resources and to see if there's any way that we can assist academically. And administrators are also invited to this meeting. So once a student has 10 unexcused absences, they are considered chronically truant. And at this point, the student will be referred to a truancy court without notification to a parent or guardian. Also, please note that again, this is the language that the Board of Education has us use as far as students having unexcused absences, truant, habitually truant, and chronically truant. So absences can be excused. So any illnesses can be excused for 1 to 2 days. Anything with 3 days or more, we need a physician's note so we can go and amend the attendance. So recovering from an accident, we will need medical documentation so that we can see, how the student is recovering, the long the time that the student needs to recover, and if there's any accommodations that we can assist with as far as here in the school. Court appearance, death in the family, the student can receive up to 5 days for bereavement. And that's 5 consecutive days. So if a student is going on a college tour, if a student is observing a religious holiday or having a family emergency at the discretion of the administration, we can excuse all of these absences. Now, unexcused absences or absences that are considered unlawful. These are absences that we have no notes about. There has been no communication to the school about. Um, and given the protocol that we have, we cannot excuse these absences without documentation or communication from a parent or guardian. So examples of invalid excuses included but not limited to babysitting, waking up late and not coming to school, an illness of a family member, or a family vacation. How can I turn in my absent notes, late notes, or early dismissal notes? So this applies to all three. So we can do it the old-fashioned way and just do a handwritten note with the following information: the student's full name, date of absences, and the reason for absence. They can turn it into the main office. We have an absence bin where they can place the notes, and we'll get to them throughout the day. So we also have a Google documents to make it easier on parents or guardians. It's located on our school website. It's right under the parents tab. It's gonna say school forms, and then the name of the form is Carver ENS School Note Form. So once you submit that Google documentation, it'll come directly to all the attendance designees, and then we'll excuse them as we get to them early in the morning and throughout the day. So please note that any submissions that we get from an @philasd.org email address, they will get flagged, and one of the attendance designees will follow up with the parent or guardian to ensure that the student is not submitting the notes and it was from a parent or guardian. And method number 3, you can email one of the following attendance designees at the emails here, and then we'll be able to excuse the absences as they come in. Attendance procedures. If an absent note is submitted, we process them in the order that they are received, so please be patient with us. We do get several absent notes submitted throughout the day. So if you don't receive a notification, or if you see on parent portal that you submitted an absent note and it's not excused within, 5 minutes, just please bear with us and we will get to it. If a student accumulates 3 unexcused absences throughout the school year, we will send a letter home stating the days that the student has been absent, so that we're all on the same page as far as what absences the student has and what dates. When a student has 6 unexcused absences, again, we reach out for a student improvement conference so that we can have a meeting just to see if there's any barriers present that we as a school can provide resources for, so that we can, excuse some of the absences if applicable, or to review our attendance and truancy policy going forward. If a student accumulates 10 or more unexcused absences, the attendance designee will refer the student to truancy court. This is what truancy court is going to look like. So once a student is submitted to truancy court, the parent or guardian gets notified via mail for the day of their hearing via a citation mailed to the home of record by the family court. Regional truancy court is held at one regional location, and the citation will have the date, time, and location of where the family should appear. This includes the students. Once cited for truancy court, families are required to appear for the hearing and comply with the truancy court order. Contracted community-based agencies or truancy providers will contact referred families and extend the services to support the student and help alleviate the identified barriers that are contributing to the truancy. The provider will work with the family until the case is discharged from truancy court. Each case is handled individually with various factors considered. If the student's attendance does not improve at the court level, the case may be referred to family court for more intensive services. Here, the judge or magistrate has the authority to adjudicate the student's dependent and assign the case to the Department of Human Services for more intensive services. So, attendance incentives. Quarterly, we look at all the attendance data, as far as all the students that have 0 absences and 0 latenesses to school. These students earn a dress down pass for a week, and then they also get town hall shout outs in front of all their peers. Yearly, this year we developed a new program and implemented it for the 2024-25 school year called Zero Heroes. And these are for the students that for all 4 quarters had 0 absences and 0 latenesses to school. And these students will be going on a field trip. So I want to thank you for joining my presentation today on attendance. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the school at 215-400-7380, or you can email one of the attendance designees listed on this presentation. Thank you.